You and I, we've been through it all. Is it time to say goodbye? Dry your eye. We have been together so long. Is it time to...
How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. While this film is decent, I wouldn't put it above the previous two entries, simply because some of the story, well, it's not great, but it's not terrible either. But nonetheless, this is still a satisfying conclusion to the trilogy. Taking place 1 year later after the events of the previous film, where Hiccup becomes the chief. Now he is seeking a dragon utopia called the Hidden World. He also has to come to terms with Toothless' new bond with a female Night Fury, and as well as the threat of a ruthless dragon hunter called Dreamy the Grizzly. You know, I will say that while the story wasn't terrible, it was far from perfect. There are some things that I had an issue with this film, such as there's not enough states involved in this film. Nonetheless though, this is still a decent film in my opinion. Everybody who have voiced the characters in the previous two films returns for this. And there are some interesting laugh out loud moments, but this movie clearly has some issues. I just wish this film could have been a little bit better. Now granted, this is not a bad trilogy. I like the first two films. I even like this one. But the problem is that when it comes to Hiccup, he does get some character development, but honestly the plot could have been better. Nonetheless though, this is a film that I still highly enjoy. It's just the things that are present in this film, such as Hiccup and Astrid relationship, seeing Toothless and how he interact with this female dragon, and then the villain just being kind of lame. And the ending in this film is very emotional, to say the least. It's just that there are some things that I ain't see improve upon, like I saw in the previous two films, that kept this film from being just as great as the previous movie. Hiccup's mom, Falca, takes a backseat in this film. That's understandable considering we knew quite a bit about her in the second movie, but I would like to know more about the character. And speaking of character development, the relationship between Toothless and Hiccup, I felt like it was expanded upon a whole lot in this movie. Because of subplots, we have Hiccup being the chief and about to get married to Astrid. Then we have Toothless with his relationship with the White Dragon. And then we have all these Vikings taking on the bad guys. Plus, the antagonist in this film, he's kind of weak. He's not an interesting villain. If anything, I didn't despise this film. I just thought it could have been much better. But you know, not everybody's taste is the same. Some people will enjoy one film while others will hate the same movie. But for me, I thought this film was decent. It wasn't great. It wasn't exceptional like the previous movie, but I still had fun and entertaining time with this film. I'm giving this film a 7 out of 10. You know, there are a lot of nice moments all throughout this film. And as the whole trilogy, this is probably one of the most interesting trilogies I've ever seen. There are so many good moments throughout this film. This is a touching finale, and a lot of people will enjoy this movie. In fact, this has gotten mixed reviews on IMDb. So, quite frankly, not everybody likes this film, but I thought this movie was quite endearing. It just wasn't as a great film as other people have been saying over the years. And after finally seeing this film for the first time, I will say that this film does have heart, it has humor, it has the emotions, and it's a movie that is done pretty well. It's just the weakest film in the trilogy, but still at the end of the day, this is a movie worth watching. And that's my review of How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. Okay, leave your comments down below in the section and let me know what you think about this film. In fact, what is your favorite movie in this trilogy? Alright, this is Slim Guy 172 saying, peace out.